Sorry for the wait, y'all miss me. It's your head honcho Grim Reapsol Talk 61, and welcome back to another scary story, which is from the science fiction section. And today I have a new scary story, which basically introducing special delivery. I wonder what kind of special delivery it is. Basically, here's this. I don't know. I don't know what kind of special delivery is the story talking about. But let's see. But let's find out. Well, here in the as you can see in the description, it says about a boy who grows mushrooms in his basement. It is based on an old episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which was in turn based on an old short story by Ray Bradbury. Okay, Okay, I do recognize this name, Ray Bradbury. If I'm correct, if I'm correct, yeah, I'm yeah. I should notice by now that he's actually the writer of this book called Fahrenheit 451. Yeah, yeah. I still remember those times in 10th grade in school when my teacher was reading that book Fahrenheit 451 by the same author as this one, Ray Bradbury, and we had a test about the events that happened in the chapters of the book. Yeah, I still remember that day like it was as if it was yesterday. But no, chat. sorry, sorry. Enough of me chit chatting about this Fahrenheit 451 that I've read before and during school. But let's just get this over with. So this is supposedly a special delivery. Anyway, so this is special delivery. Enjoy. You're doing this night. All you can do is brace yourselves. It was Monday morning, and Bill. Hold up. Anyways, okay. It was Monday morning, and Bill Farnham was getting ready to go to work while his wife was cooking breakfast. He heard the doorbell ring. When he answered the door, the postman was standing there with a package. Special delivery, he said. The package was addressed to his son, Bill. I meant addressed to his son, Tommy. Bill signed for it and took it inside. Tommy came racing down the stairs. Oh boy, he shouted. It's finally here. What is it? Asked Bill. Mushrooms, Tommy replied as he grabbed the package and started opening it. Mushrooms? He asked Bill. You grow them in your basement. You grow them in your basement, Tommy explained. All the kids are doing it. The best thing about them is they grow really fast and they're supposed to be delicious. For once, I don't really like mushrooms. I tried it before and I don't like it. Comment down below. Do you like mushrooms? Later that morning, as he drove to work, Bill turned on the radio, and the host of the radio show was talking about conspiracy theories. A woman called in and started blabbering about aliens trying to take over the Earth. The host was making fun of her and telling her she was crazy. At work, Bill noticed that his At work, Bill noticed that one of his coworkers was eating mushrooms for lunch. Where did you get them? He asked. My son grew them in the basement. They're delicious, his coworkers replied. That evening, as he drove home from work, Bill noticed several new stalls set up by the roadside. All of them were selling mushrooms. When Bill arrived home and opened the door, Tommy came rushing up the stair. Why can I talk? Like Like, isn't that really difficult for me to just write to s- read the sentence? When Bill arrived home and opened the door, Tommy came rushing up the basement stairs carrying a box earth. Filled with earth? How are you growing? How are you growing? I'm I'm skin. I'm slowly pissing off. I'm getting pissed off. It's slowly pissing me off. How are your mushrooms coming along? Asked Bill. Good, said Tommy. Only 8 hours and they're already getting big. After dinner, Bill settled down in his chair to read the newspaper. Then he noticed something strange. On every page of the newspaper, there was an advertisement for mushrooms. That night, after his wife and son went to bed, Bill stayed up watching TV. There was a story on the news about a meteor that had landed in the forest a few days ago. Scientists were still examining it. Bill decided to go to bed, but just as he was about to climb the stairs, he heard a noise in the basement. He opened the basement door and stared down into the darkness. Who's there? He asked. There was no answer. Tommy? He asked. There was no answer. Is that you down there, Tommy? He asked. There was no answer. There was no answer. Bill reached out for the light switch. All of a sudden, a voice came from the darkness. Don't turn on the light, Dad. It's bad for the mushrooms. Bill took his fingers off the switch and stared down into the blackness. What are you doing down there, son? I thought you went to bed. He he asked. Taking care of the mushrooms, said Tommy. But it's after midnight. You should be in bed. Come up from there. Come up from there, said Bill nervously. There was a long silence. Bill felt himself break out into a sweat. What are you doing with those mushrooms? He asked. After a long pause, the boy replied from below, I want you and Mom to eat them. They're delicious. Bill felt his hands start to shake. A shiver rolled down his spine. You haven't eaten the mushrooms yourself, have you, Tommy? He asked. I'm eating them now, said Tommy. You want some too? You want some, don't you? Bill didn't answer. His knees growing weak and he felt sick to his stomach. You're hungry, said. Come down and eat some mushrooms, Tommy said softly. Bill felt the doorknob slip in his sweaty hand. Dad, I want you to eat the mushrooms. Calm down, they're delicious, called Tommy softly. Almost against his will, Bill stepped down into the darkness and closed the door behind him. Almost against his will, Bill stepped down into the darkness and closed the door behind him. Wait, that's it? That's how the story ends? Okay. What? Really? That's it. Like that's how the story ends. Okay, I'm so lost right now. Even after reading those stories, I'm just a bit lost. What's the point in this? Like like what's the point? I don't know. Yeah, I'm so just like speechless, flabbergasted. Like I still don't like I do not understand like what was exactly happening in this story. But alright, guys, so that was special delivery, supposedly. But yeah, one. But let me know. But if you guys do understand what's happening, let me know in the comments, cause I'm flabbergasted. I'm just confused as some of you guys are. But alright, guys, so that was special delivery. Jesus. Please like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.